What's up? I'm looking for the. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get y'all some of these right here. These Jadals, baby. You gotta go get you some of these right here, man. Cause check these out real quick. You know, you gotta check these. You ain't got these. So but you can go get these JadalGaming.com. That's the sponsor. Um, Let me go ahead and throw these bad boys on real quick before we get everybody up in here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, kills on. I be switching up looks though. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yo, I didn't even think I could put a post over there. I ain't even think about that. I did not think about I need to give me a new one though. Yes, sir. So but yeah, man, just getting up and rolling, man. We in here. We go ahead and do this little promo real quick. You know how I do it. You know. And y'all know what's going down. You know what I'm saying? So this episode I call Free O3 and Pray for X. See, a lot of people, that come up, right? We all go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? We all go through stuff. We all go and we deal with things differently. And a lot of times it be from the circumstances that, it be from the circumstances that we come up in, you know what I'm saying? And whether you in the streets or whatever that you into, you try to do straight and narrow. We all go through things where, we feel like, we need, our peoples, or we need, we need our peoples, or we need special attention. And, from folks that, we might not get, you know what I'm saying, coming up. So we turn to, the streets. Folks turn to drinking, drugs, you know what I'm saying, sex. And some people, you know what I'm saying, just don't want to cope. So, they choose to end it all, And the way I look at it is, all of these things are not dealing with or facing the problem. All of these things, man, will lead to your destruction. And it's like, you see it with X, you see it with O3, and hell, you even see it with me in a certain type of way. Like, I'm fine, I'm making it, but I have my days and things of that nature too. Like, I be on here giving y'all game. It comes from a real place. You know what I'm saying? It comes from a real place. It comes from a real a real spot, and it's not fabricated. You know what I'm saying? It's all real. So the way I look at it and the way I see it is, a lot of us were born, by accident. Meaning that we weren't playing. God saw fit for us to be here. You know what I'm saying? So he allowed for us to be born. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is that we're born into circumstances that are beyond our control. And, a lot of times our parents ain't really equipped to deal with, because they dealing with their own problems, or they just into what they into And you know what I'm saying, sometimes they'll try to get you help because, you know, either they can't deal with it or don't want to deal with it or whatever the case may be, and sometimes they won't. So you know what I'm saying, and this is why controlling your emotions is very, very vital. But I understand that a lot of our black men are lost because we are born into these situations where our feelings and how to manage them aren't thought about. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's negligence that goes on both parents' parties, and you know nobody wants to stand up and say, you know, well the ladies need to do X, Y, Z, or nobody wants to stand up and say that, because if you say that, you know what I'm saying, now you being ungrateful to mama. Now you know what I'm saying. But it's a lot of brothers that's hurting out there, and I feel like with DMX, I feel like he changed his life and his children's life, and I feel like, you know, he has to sit down and really want it, like if the Lord sees fit for him to get through this, he has to really sit down and really evaluate, you know, his the blessings that he had. Because I mean, you know, and when you're dealing with drugs, it's different, because you gotta, you know, you already battling one demon, so now you gotta get the other one off of your back. And with '03, I felt like with him trying to change his life, and then him being caught up, you know what I'm saying, and really being caught up in the system, and the fact that he did so much work, you know what I'm saying, he kind of went into like I feel like Gucci Man was the first person to do it, Wayne was the second person to do it, well, Pop was the first person, Gucci and Wayne were the third and the fourth, and then '03 Greedo, man, he didn't, you know, he putting out hit after hit, classic after classic. And I feel like, you know, you haven't really seen that much, you know what I'm saying, in as far as the game. And so, you know, for a person to really reach their dreams and their goals, and either like DMX, they fall victim or they fall short over and over again. And it's like, I don't know if it's for him, like if it's him, I guess, feeling inadequate or feeling I got a little, what you call her? So, you know, with '03, I feel like he was in the process of changing his life around, and it's always, you know, it's always when you're in the process of changing your life around that things kind of get to, you know, things get messy. You know what I'm saying? When you decide that you're gonna change your life around for the better, that's when things really get messy, or things really get, you know, things really get crazy, because, you know, you trying to change your life around, you trying to be better, you trying to you're trying to be better, you trying to be, you know, you're trying to get yourself, you know, in a better place, and nobody really is either paying you no attention, or like not paying you attention, but nobody's really taking you seriously. Nobody is really supporting. So then you got to go out here and you know, got to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? And you got to go out here and make it do what it do, you know, for yourself and your family and everything else, because nobody else is going to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is going to go out there and, you know, take the risk or put in the work or whatever. And, you know, for me, like I told y'all, you know, dealing with the, you know, dealing with the women, dealing with the sex and everything else like that, it never, you know what I'm saying? Dang, it caught me lacking. It's never enough for real. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that stuff, if you haven't partaked in any of these things, right? None of that stuff is going to give you peace. I don't care how much smoke you got, how many drugs, how many tabs you got, how many bottles of liquor you got, how many women you got. You need to learn how to deal with your pain and your anxiety the right way. And that's just by facing your fears, you know what I'm saying? Had to sip this coffee real quick, man. It's that 1805 right here. That Folgers get you some, man. So, you know, like, that's really, you know what I'm saying, where I'm at with that. You feel me? Like I really want y'all to face y'all fears, man, and not, you know what I'm saying, and not resort to these things, bro, because I could just tell you from personal experience, it's never enough. You fall deeper and deeper into a hole because, you know, like I said, and my mom has always been very, very loving and caring of me, but it was certain things that, you know, that I needed from her that I felt like I wasn't getting. So that's when I turned to, okay, I need to find love in another woman. And then that became, okay, well, now I need to be, you know, from it not working, now I need to be out here. Now I need to, you know, because my heart been broken, you know, I'm not getting the love I feel like I should be getting at home. I'm angry. I don't know why I'm angry. You know what I'm saying? And then that led to a whole bunch of different problems that, you know, one day, like I said, I'll speak on them, but right now I'm not, you know, I divulge a lot of things, but some things you gotta only, you know, tell when the time is right. Sometimes you gotta shut up about certain things. But, I'm just here to tell y'all, man, that, you know, you're not alone either. It's somebody out there that's going through something, and a lot of times way worse than what you got it. So you got to look at things like this. You got to count your blessings, because it's somebody out there that's hurting and wish that all they had to deal with is you know, being neglected, you know, because it's somebody out there getting abused right now. Somebody that their parents or they caretaker is running their head through a wall every day, you know, and you might not have that. Your mom might be tired working, whatever. She trying to deal with what she deal with, but she still loves you. You know, she gets you whatever you want. You eat good, whatever, you go places, you do things. So you got to take that into consideration, and then, you know, start processing your anger. Start asking yourself, why are you angry? Okay, my dad ain't around. You're going to have to deal with that, and then you're going to have to learn how to move a certain way. Next thing is, you know, stop trying to be so perfect. You know, Trying to drop this right here. Oh, okay. Okay, we got that first anomaly, I guess. Yeah, we got that. Let's get on out of here. But yeah, like, you know, start looking at the thing from looking at things from the bright side. And then even when it's hard, when it's tough, when you feel like, okay, well, I don't really have nobody that got my back like that, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't really have nobody to really, you know, to really love me, or whatever the case is. You have to learn that, you know, that these things are temporary. You know, you can't be so thirsty for love that it blinds you to, you know, go into doing all these other different things that you had no business doing. You know, you have to get a handle and get a leash on life so that you don't lose it, that you don't put yourself in a position where you in jail like O3 Greedo. You know what I'm saying? You're in a coma like DMX, or you dealing with, you know, stress and health issues like me. And I done talked about it. I'm not gonna go into it now. Y'all could go back and see what had happened, and there's some other stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really like I said, control your emotions, but and then real talk, face them. Like, after, like, and I'm gonna tell you this. I know, you know, dealing with you want to be, you as an individual, right? Dealing with your folks is hard, right? I know it for a fact, because you want to do things your way, they want to do things their way. It don't always work. So what you have to do right now, if you young watching this, is you gotta look and say, you know what? Excuse me. My future is ahead of me. And instead of focusing on trying to be popular at school or get this love from other places, from other people, if you feel like, okay, my daddy wasn't there, mama doing it this way, you have the opportunity to go, first of all, be successful. And then once you get through being successful, you find some, you learn how to date, you learn, you know what I'm saying? And I need to make a video on that too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all look for that video coming soon. You gotta learn quick, because nobody, and I'm telling you, nobody is going to instruct you on how to move around people, how to make friends, or how to date. So you got to learn, okay, one, how, like I said, how to manage your money. That's why I got the you know, no college, no school, no problem, college done right, how to buy your car, your first car debt free. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody is going to give you this information. You're going to have to figure it out. I mean, I'm giving it to you, you know, for free, basically, because I feel like I'm working. Why am I trying to charge people for information that I should be giving away, and more people need to know? Because if I want people to come shop with me, I need to give them the information. I need to give them the information so that they know, okay, if I have this information, Killzone's giving it to me, maybe you'll come back, maybe you'll donate, maybe you'll get on the Patreon, maybe you'll join the channel or whatever. Once I get monetized, like that
those are the things you got to look towards the future. You know what I mean? And I know tomorrow ain't promised. I get it. Everybody said, well, Killzone, I might not make it to tomorrow. You talking about tomorrow. I'm hurting today. I'm mad today. But look, like I gave you these two examples, and then I gave you the example with myself. Like, look at what happens when you thinking about just today. You cannot, you know what I'm saying? I want DMX to pull through. I pray '03 he changed his whole life around. He got smart. He got out his feelings. He making dope music. You know what I'm saying? He talk about a whole bunch of different things. You know, of course, all the, you know, all the all that West Coast, you know, G Talk, G Funk, like, well, he don't like to call it G Funk, but it's still like it was funny when he said, yo, like G Funk, but like 10 Purple Summers is literally is like a modern day G Funk album. But anyway, shout out to '03. But it's just like, yo, you know, you got to start looking and start figuring this out before you start making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? So just because somebody passed you a cup don't mean you have to sip it. Somebody passed you a joint, you ain't gotta hit it. If a girl want to bust down, you know, want to bust it down, you ain't gotta bust it down. Even if you protect it, like, you know, some stuff you can just say no to. You know, no matter what the circumstance is, you got the power. You can give your power away to other people, but you know what I'm saying, and it starts at home. It starts at home. So you could be sad, you could be moping around, you know what I'm saying? I had my days, especially when I feel like ain't nobody trying to hear it. And it really ain't nobody trying to hear it for real. They ain't trying to keep hearing. People feel like you living, you breathing, you can still go out there and live life. That's how most people feel like, especially when they got their own problems. People ain't got time for you and your problems when they got their problems of their own. They not trying to hear you mope around and be mad and be angry because it's bringing them down. So, like I said, if you learn how to manage your own problems, you won't have to look, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important to know, to get to know God. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to just be this magic pill that you take. That's not how faith is. You know what I'm saying? Faith, that's not how faith is. Faith is believing it and believing that you know, God's got a plan for you and a purpose for you, even when you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Faith is when all hope is lost, and you know what I'm saying? You can't see nothing else. That's what faith is. You know, believing in that, and then too, you know what I'm saying, you had to find God, or God has to find you. You know what I'm saying? You can see, you know, God has came to people, and people has sought after him. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta develop that relationship just like you develop any other relationship. Shoot. You know, when I speak on that, that's what I mean. Like, you know, again, it's always plan. You got to plan, and then you got to pray for a better tomorrow. You may not like where you at today, but you got to plan, and you got to pray for a better tomorrow. It's not gonna just get up and come to you. Some stuff. Wait, let me take that back. Some stuff is in God's hands. Like when I went to E3, right? When I went to E3, and you know, I went to E3. I went as a attendee. I didn't go as a member of the press, right? And so I went, right? And man, it was the most amazing time, one of the most amazing times in my life, because it was my first time in LA. Got off the plane, almost got, you know, ran down on by Too Short. Went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles with my fam, you know what I'm saying? I gotta call them too. We got to you know, you know, kick it and vibe. And I just went exploring, dog. I just hit the streets. I went out, I was walking around in Koreatown. I wanted to go to the hood, but it was just like, nah, bro, you know, you ain't, you know, I stayed downtown area, you know what I'm saying? You got, when you going to, you know, when you going to places like that, you gotta have people with you that's gonna help you move around and help you, you know what I'm saying? Cause you don't want to be green walking around and then you get, you know, jumped or shot or whatever. And with me, you know, they couldn't jump me, so it would have been a situation, and I wasn't ready for all that. So just being smart, you know, I had neutral color clothes on and everything else too, just in case walking around, you know, you never know. But it was so beautiful in the fact that, you know, I got to see the city and everything else like that, and really, people had said, man, you'll never make it to E3 without me. You know what I'm saying? What up, KLZ? Dang. You praying for ecstasy? What you mean? You praying for peace, or you praying for the actual, like, the drug? Cause, you know, what you mean by that, KLZ? What you mean by that, my G? Go ahead and put this on Twitter. You know, everybody doing the dances, but yeah, man, like, so yeah, man. And that's part of being a man, is just knowing that, okay, you gonna have to get over stuff faster because less people care. If you a woman or you a child, everybody will stop everything because, you know, children, they can't do nothing for themselves. Kids, little bitty kids especially, can't do nothing for themselves. They can't. So, with that being said, you have to understand that, okay, I'm going through this.
Little Nas X is disgusting.
You know what I'm saying? All right, well, hold on. Let me pull over for that. I'm not even giving Lil Nas X no attention and I made a video about that. I don't have a hell to send Lil Nas X to. And if everybody quit talking about it, it would go away. But because everybody kept talking about it, they wiped me. Just because if everybody quit talking about it, it would go away. It would literally go away. You know what I'm saying? I remember when people had did, like, it was somebody who did something, you know what I'm saying, to get, it was a couple people, I can't remember what they did, but they was doing, like, they was just doing stuff, right? Perfect example. Miley Cyrus twerking, right? Robin Thicke, you know, being, you know, going and trying to be a bad boy to sell some records, right? Let me give you, this is a perfect example. Miley Cyrus, when she did that album where she was doing hip hop records and was twerking and doing everything what she was doing, and you know, had a throwback dress on and was doing, you know, was trying to do her thing. And when she realized that wasn't her demographic, and you know, her main demographic wasn't rocking with that, she stopped doing it. She like, you know what, I that time in my life I was going through stuff, I was on drugs, I was hanging around cats that I didn't even have no business hanging around, and you know, I lost my way. So what I took that to mean was she was doing something because she was trying to get away from the whole Hannah Montana thing. She was trying to get away from that. She was trying her hardest to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? And so when she did that, and when she did what she did, right, it was a problem for her label, for her family, everybody else, because she wasn't on it. She wasn't raised to be like, I mean, she might have been around cats that was like that in school or in her neighborhood or whatever, but
Praying for ecstasy. Little Nas X is disgusting. Cyrus runs Nas X.
But see, I bet they all backing away from him because they thought, just like we thought, that hey, he was gonna be like this kid-centric guy, you know. He was gonna be this kid-centric guy. He was gonna be making these kid-friendly songs, and that they liked the fact that then, oh, okay, he living his truth. They liked the fact that he was doing it, and it was cool because he was doing it, and he, you know, stage slayer, haha. Let's go. Adventure buddies. But like, yeah, man, it was cool because, you know, he was doing that. But, you know, all they do this stuff for, man, is attention and to sell records. Like, it is basically to get you and everybody else, you know, to be like, I hate this dude, or I don't like this dude, or this dude is a devil worshiper, or this dude, like, it's literally just for the attention. It has nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with nothing, and it has everything to do with Lil Nas X had the biggest song in the world. He's not gonna ever have a song that big. Well, I can't say that he won't never ever have a song that big, but he didn't believe in himself to have a song that big, and he's a troll. He can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he came in here as a troll. You know, he came in as a troll, as a dude who was kicking up dust. Like, he came in just like that. You know, he came in there like that. So, because he came in there like that, that is how we associate and we look at him as a person who's a troll, as a person who wants attention, as a person that, you know, like he said that his family wanted him, they didn't, you know, they didn't accept him, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to what I said, like, they didn't accept them. They had a family member that allegedly abused them. Like, this is what goes on in the black community every day. You know what I'm saying? And this is what that's another role, and I'm not gonna touch that because that's a touchy subject. But that's another role, because I myself was abused. And, well, I ain't gonna say that I knew what was going on, but it was still abuse. I knew I was complicit, and I knew because if I had said something, it would have got me and that person in trouble. You feel me? So, I was looking at, you know what, this right here, you know, but it forever shaped me because I thought, okay, well, this is how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Among other things. And so when you dealing with hurt and you dealing with, you know, trauma and pain and all these other different things, like, you turn to certain things that otherwise you wouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying? You turn to stuff that you would not have turned to. So with Lil Nas X, I can't really. What are you doing? What is he doing? What was he doing? Okay, all right. You turn to stuff that you otherwise would not have turned to. You turn to stuff that you would not have turned to. You would not have done. You know, you just wilding. You know what I'm saying? You wilding, and not only are you wilding, you not thinking of the ramifications of your actions, of the choice. You just in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to escape this feeling of feeling abandoned or feeling misunderstood or feeling like, you know, your folks love you, but they battling their own demons or they going through their own struggles or whatever. So all I'm saying to y'all is like, if we don't give him no attention, because he's doing something that's like that's just made for attention. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way with the devil. If you give the devil the attention that he won't, right? That's why I tell y'all about my journey with God. You give the devil the attention that he wants. You give him the attention that he craves. Then he's going to win. Or if you let him guilt trip you into thinking, okay, well, I messed up. God ain't gonna love me no more. You feel me? If you get into that way of thinking, instead of knowing, okay, you know, God's mercies is anew every day. You know what I'm saying? That you know that you making the attempt. You may be struggling with something. In the same way with DMX. DMX been struggling with drugs for years. Been fighting it for years, and he fell short. It's just this time he's older now, and his body may not be able to take it. But the fact that he's still here with us is that, you know, he's still sorting it out with God. He making peace with him. Because then we would have been like, okay, well, it's an overdose, it's a suicide. No, he's in there right now sorting it out. Now, it's either he gonna come back or he gonna go to glory. It's one of the two things. You feel me? So that's how I look at it. You know, because if he had just hit the pipe or whatever he was doing and died, okay, it's a suicide or accidental death or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Then we would, you know, but the fact that he's still here lets me know that, okay, this is a brother that is convicted and God ain't ready for him yet, but they sorting it out. You know what I'm saying? And so it's been so many, and he's had so many things that he's had to deal with, but it's all about how you deal with it now. This is why I talk about this, I preach on this, because I want y'all to know that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it's all about what you give your attention to. So if you give your attention to, you know, sex, drugs, gang banging, whatever you give your attention to, whatever you put into you is what's gonna come out of you. You know, and so you spend, and I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to, you know, I ain't the biggest person on, you know, I mean, I haven't been as faithful in my walk with God as I've been in my walk with everything else. But now I see that, you know, that's the only person that can help me. My mama can't help me. She dealing with what she dealing with. My people and them, they living their life. So it's either, I got one or two choices. Either get right with him or fold up and give up. And like I said, I'm human, so I still had days where I be like, you know what, man, look, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? I give my attention to that, you know, to the enemy and his negative thinking. And I had to remind myself, like, I gotta pick myself up. I can't stay here. I can't stay here in this negative thinking. I got to keep it moving. You feel me? I got to keep it going. I got to keep it rocking. I can't sit up here and be, oh, woe is me all day long. I got to pick myself up and go. Like, it used to be, I would spend whole days just sitting in my room, like, sitting in my house, sitting in my apartment, sitting in my mom's house, her apartment, whatever. I would sit up and just spend the whole day just sulking. Now, I really actually have things to be sulking about, right? When I should have been, back then, when I should have been grateful for where I was at, grateful for being, you know, being lame, stop trying to, you know, keep up with people. But it was all in the attention that I was giving. I was giving everything else the attention I was giving everything and everybody else that attention. Ooh, who was that? Yo, who was that? Hey, who was that? Dang, bruh. I was giving everything and everybody else my attention instead of giving God the attention. And putting that attention into what I'm doing now. You know? And then you can't beat yourself up either it's not a, you got to look at it like this too. The people, like I say this every stream, people be thinking that they walk with God is this, oh, you can't do nothing. I can't, be nothing, or I can't say this or do this or whatever. Like I have to be souped up, holy, holy, holy every day. Like I gotta, and it's not, that's not it. Jesus was at the party sipping wine at the wedding, at the reception too. It's just when you put those things above him, that's the thing. And it is not even about what your time, it's just in your heart. When I wake up, man, even the days I feel like, what, God, I'm going through it. I'm mad, and I really don't want to come with you with that energy right now. But I'm gonna pray because you woke me up today. I could wake up on the wrong side of the bed, but I'm gonna pray still because you know what I'm saying. And it's the same thing we do with everything and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that we do with everything and everybody else. You might not, you love your mama, don't you? You love your mama. Your mama may get on your nerves. Your daddy might get on your nerves, but you still gonna get up and tell them that you love them and have a good day. You could be mad. You could be up to here with them. Same thing with them. They might be like, man, I'm getting sick of him. But I'ma still tell them, have a good day. I love you and all that, because you never know when it's gonna be the last time. So you don't want to have no anger or animosity or nothing like that. That's why I have learned to let that stuff go. You know what I'm saying? I have learned to let a lot of that stuff go, because at the end of the day, none of that stuff is gonna matter in the grand scheme of things. None of this material stuff is gonna matter. Like I tell y'all too, when you looking for a woman, every chick ain't gonna be the one. You gonna date a whole bunch of chicks. And you gonna date a whole bunch of them before you find the right one. You don't need to sleep with all of them. You don't need to be hooking up with all of them. Sometimes, man, let the beat build. You do not have to take her down through there. Where is this man? Man, where is this dude at? He in here, ain't he? Man, me and this dude been running around this house for about 15 minutes. Finally got him. Boy, he been running around this bug all look. But yeah, man, like I said, like oh, there go a rapper. I'm gonna try to tame him real quick. Oh! Dang. I sure tried to tame him though. I sure tried to tame him. Trying to get my tame game right. Oh shoot, we gotta get out of here. Oh shoot. Just need a couple more bones. Shoot, I'm gonna get up in here right here now. Just because. Headshot, got him. We gotta get out of here, boy. But yeah, man, like, it's all about what you give your time to, man. Just let y'all know. And same thing, you gotta choose. You gotta choose to be happy too, because you know, even when I get in them funks, like it's like, come on, man, we gotta. It's not, and it's not just pushing it back, like ignoring it. It's like, nah. This is what it is for right now, but this is what it don't have to be that way, you know. And then too, you can't expect. And the other part about it is about getting over it, is that you can't expect people to have them pity parties with you. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect people to have them pity parties with you. They not going to. So you better off choosing to be happy and choosing to get over it, because and just try to live life despite what's going on with you, because people ain't gonna sit there and have them. They just not gonna do it. And I'm telling y'all from experience, like you better deal with what you need to deal with now. Accept it. Whatever it is. You better accept it. You better deal with it, because just people ain't gonna sit up. They just not gonna sit up there and have a pity party with you. They just not. They're not going to do it. So when you accept that, hey, I'm out here by myself with this. When you accept it, when you embrace it, it makes life for you so much easier, because now you're not expecting nobody. You praying that God gets you through it. But other than that, you're not expecting nobody else to really, to really carry you through it. And that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about today, was because, hey, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Who is that? Turn you up. Over here playing with me. You're going to go through trials and tribulations. You're going to have some struggles. You're going to have some hard times. Nobody's is going to escape from it. You might have that very rare instance where, okay, a person might get sick, or they just, they really just carefree. They might get sick or whatever. And those are people I'm trying to be like the people that I know that had, like, I sat on, when I was younger, right? I had, my head got bust open. I had a friend of mine who, accidentally, we was roughhousing, and he pushed me into this toy shelf, right? So I'm sitting there in the children's hospital with people that had cancer, that people that I don't even know if most of them people on that floor didn't make it out. And I did. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, man, you gotta count your blessings, man, and then you can't play around with God, right? If you knowing that something is wrong that you're doing, or something that's gonna be detrimental to your health, and you keep doing it anyway, eventually you're gonna get caught up. Eventually something's gonna happen. You feel me? And that's what happened with me on a couple different occasions. So I'm just telling y'all, man, that look, you can do what you want to do, but nobody is gonna care or be there for you for your pity parties. Nobody is going to help you be successful after a certain point. Like, if you 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 watching this, you need to think about right now where you're going and where you're headed in your life. Because I'm telling you, nobody is coming to save you. Like I said, you might have your folks, but they only gonna be there for so long. You feel me? Appreciate them, love them, forgive them for the stuff they did wrong, because a lot of times they don't, being a parent, you really don't know, and each child is different, so you really don't know what you're doing. Like, every time you think you know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You don't. And that's why it's best to be with somebody that's gonna stick by you. And it's hard to say, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to say. Who is this shooting at me? I do not see them. Oh! What? You know, it's hard to say, man. It's real hard to say. You don't know, you know, you just don't know. It's hard to say, man. Man, oh my bad, y'all. I'm over here read this status, and they was talking about this chick that was saying that basically the dude paid for her nails and her hair and babysitting on the first date, and they was saying how dude was tricking. And I'm gonna just say this too, when it come to women, because like I said, a lot of times guys, we try to hide our insecurities, or we try to, you know, that's the first thing we do is we trying to find somebody to lay up with. You know what I'm saying? We trying to find somebody to lay up with. We trying to find somebody to you know. Oh, we gotta run that back, sir. Run that back, Turbo. Like, we trying to find somebody to lay up with. We trying to find somebody to, you know, kick it with or whatever. And like I said, I'm gonna have how to date for a nice guy. The video is gonna come. It's coming real soon. Like, that video is coming real soon. So, you know, me personally, if I'm just not meeting a girl, you need to go somewhere like Starbucks for the first, you know, the first time meeting them. You don't need to spend no money. You need to take her to like a Starbucks. You need to just sit down and have a real conversation with her. If you met her out in the street or you met her online, you need to have a real you need to go somewhere where a cup of coffee is like $3 or $4. And you ask her, you already have yours, you know what I'm saying, ready to go, and you ask her, do she want something to drink or whatever, and y'all sit down and y'all have a real conversation. If you trying to really get to know this girl or whatever, and if she got kids, I'm gonna just say this to y'all, man. Make sure you got your own spot. Like, matter of fact, before y'all even start dating, right? You need, like, really seriously dating. I ain't talking about I'm gonna go to the movies with you here or whatever, but dating and relationships, for real, you need to have your own spot. And y'all she need to know, one, that you independent and you got your own thing going on. You don't need her, because a lot of women out there actually that want a man that needs them, because their parents either didn't have. That's why they had kids, because they feel like they're not needed. They felt like they was a mistake. They mama was out there partying and clubbing or whatever, or like I said, neglecting them. It was all about produce. Like I know a girl who was never like in the streets or never whatever, and she's a single mom or whatever now. The first thing she did was get pregnant. Like she, the first guy that she had, she was so in love with him and this, that, and the third, and then the dude she was married to, that ended horribly because he was a street dude, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I know is because everybody was one, everybody was telling me about it, and two, they was broadcasting on Facebook, and three, she did the same thing that I was doing. Like everybody was telling me to get with her because she was nice and was more my speed, but she was still beautiful. And everybody was telling her not to get with me. Oh, he's weird. He's this, that, and the third. He just trying to get some, like, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even like that with me. Like I actually like back then, a lot of guys who be simping back then, it do be from a sincere place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm making that video on Facebook on my personal page. I got so much stuff going on, boy, it's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the tricking, tripping, and simping be from a sincere place. Like dudes start out being wanting to be the perfect guy or the perfect, like dudes definitely start out like that's how they start out at. Oh, damn. Oh, we got to run that back too, but dudes definitely start off like that. We definitely start off very, very much in, let me see what this is. Oh, yeah. Get it. Yeah. We definitely, yeah. Yeah, I had to. Hold up. I had to. Hold on. I had to. I had to, man. I just had to. But, yeah, man. I had to, bro. Like, come on now. Oh man. Oh man, but like the tricking and simping come from a pure place at first. When you're young, yes, you want to get it on, but you especially if you come from a loving background, like, you know what I'm saying? You in love, you listening to love songs, you listening to the Isley Brothers in the OJs and Earth, Wind and Fire and the Supremes and Aretha Franklin. Like you know what I'm saying? You coming from a whole different background, you know what I'm saying? A whole different swag that most folks ain't coming from. You know, you coming from a different level of the game. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming like a lot of folks is coming. It's a whole different level of game. It's a whole different level of game. But over time it becomes, you know what, I'm trying to get, you know, I'm trying to get busy. I'm trying to get it cracking. I'm trying to get it smacking. I'm trying to, because you get tired of giving your heart away. And you not taught, okay, you can't show her, you can't be into her like that. You know what I'm saying? You tired of giving your heart away and all of that, you know. Who is this? Oh, who is this? Bro, who is that? Oh, okay, alright. Oh, ho, ho. Man, he hit me from the water though. Hold on, man. Hold on. Man, broski hit me from the water. Hold up. But yeah, man, like let me get off here. But yeah. I just feel like, man, if you know, if you got it like that, and you know you're not going, it's not going, you gotta stop thinking from, okay, it's a tricky perspective, because it's the way to do it. If you're gonna be doing all of that, if you're gonna pay for a babysitter, or you're gonna pay for whatever, you know what I'm saying, you have to know that this is who you want to be with. Like, you have to, and like I said, having a conversation, the conversation is very, very key when you, whoa, that's a tight costume, where he get that from? Like, you gotta have a conversation first. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go and you have to make sure that the chick is on your time. Because when you on her time, then she gonna basically control the relationship. You gotta make sure that the chick is on your time and your time alone, because that way, you know what I'm saying, you not worrying, you know, you got the ball in your court. You have to come in. Some women like to be in control, and some women not like the man to lead. So if you could come in and you could be on your own time and you could be on your own schedule, that's who you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Or unless you don't, you know, you don't mind letting the woman kind of take control and you just be the man. If you don't mind just being the man and just kind of going with stuff and kind of letting stuff be, then be my guest. You know, some dudes like it, some dudes don't. Meaning that you are in control of, you know, not the finances and stuff like that, but you get the money basically. You're going to be the person that gets the money or whatever, but she kind of controls the household and you back her up. Like, or, you know, some dudes like doing it. Me personally, if I'm paying the bills, if I'm making it, if I'm the man, I'm gonna be the man. I want to be the person that is, you know, that you back me up. And if I'm wrong, if you bring me something, you know, that I might be overlooking or something that I could do better, like I could tell you, at least a lot of times there's some things that, like with my exes, they put me on game on stuff. You know, like y'all see me putting it on and stuff like that on social media. My exes really have put me down on some game. And, you know, maybe where my peoples may have tried to, they actually were able to convey the message and get it across. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? It's not always about, okay, you get your way, you get your way, you get your way. It is truly a balance. It's truly a balance, you know what I'm saying, of power. It's truly a balance of, you know, it's truly a balance. You feel me? Yeah, there we go. It's truly a balance, man. And once y'all figure that out, I'm telling you. And then you got to be able, this is the next thing too, when you're dealing, you cannot be offended. You cannot be upset. You cannot be whatever. You have to be able to be like, you know what? I'm dealing with this chick. It could go either way. And if she pick me, cool. She rolling with me. She rolling with my program. It's all good. If she don't pick you, oh well. You feel me? Can't worry about if she is or if she ain't, basically. Can't worry about, you know what I'm saying? Can't worry about, you know, what else? You know, can't worry about the what ifs, the what shoulda, woulda, could. It can only be what it actually is, not what you want it to be. I'm gonna say it again. It can only be what it actually is, not what you want it to be. If she down for you, she down for you. If she down with your program, let her be down with your program. And then understand too that the women that you want to be down for your program ain't gonna always be the woman that is down with your program. Cause there's some women that is down for my program that I really didn't want. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't want. Like, it's been some women that was down and was here for my program that I really didn't want. Like, I was trying to force myself to be, because here you go, okay, this is a person that's down with my program. And then too, you either gonna have the patience to wait, or you gonna get with who's down with your program. It's just that simple. I'd rather have somebody that's loyal and down to with my program. And I realized that maybe I should have gave that person a little bit more of a chance because they was down with my program. They willing to listen a little bit more. You know. And that be the key. You gotta, when you find somebody like that, hold on to them. Stay with them. Don't sit up there and don't play with them. Go forward with it. Go full throttle with it. Go full throttle with it. Y'all build a life together. You know. Get together, make a plan, make a budget, do some things. Work hard, you know. And I'm telling you, man, you know, hey, when you find, and I came across one, but I just didn't know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, like I said, you can find, you gotta find, you gonna have to make compromises with them too. Don't think it's just gonna be all roses, cherries, and berries. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if you gonna wait, don't complain about it. Continue to go be great. You feel me? You can't rush the process, man. You gotta trust the process. You can't rush the process. You gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta believe in God and believe in yourself. Believe in God that He gonna send you the person that meets all of His qualifications for you, and all of the wants and the needs that He wants for you. I mean, wants and the needs that you want. That it'll be in tandem. You feel me? Not just what you want or whatever on the surface, or how good she look, or is she getting down with my program, but you know, the things that the intangible things, like, okay, is she gonna stay with you from the time when the times get rough? Is she loyal? Is she dedicated? Is she whatever that she is, right? That's what you gotta look for. That's what you gotta pray for. Cause that's what God wants for you. She wants a virtuous woman for you. Say your Bible, look it up. Like, He wants that for you. He wants you to have that good woman. He wants you to have that virtuous woman. He wants you to have a woman that's gonna be your rock. That's gonna be down there in the trenches with you. He wants that for you. So, and you want a dime, you know, that's top of the line, cute face, slim waist with a big behind. You know what I'm saying? You want all that too. And you want somebody that's into what you into. So if you're gonna wait, you're gonna make a compromise. She may not be the dime that's top of the line, cute face with a big behind. Like, she might just be a nickel piece. She may not be a dime piece. She might be a nickel piece. Or she might be an adjustable 7. She might be able, you know what I'm saying? She might be able to put it on a little bit, but she really a tomboy. She like, you know, sweats and booty shorts and all, you know, comfortable clothes. Like, she ain't in all that. So you again have to decide, are you gonna wait, or you gonna get with this person? She might, you know, oh, found them eggs that I was looking for. Just need to find one more. One more set. We need to find one more set, y'all. But, you know, shoot, not even that. Look how God, look. You start speaking that real, man, God gonna bless you. Trying to tell you, look, I'm already on. I went to 63 all the way. Whoa, yo, find bouncy eggs hitting around, bruh. Say no more. I gotta find 10 more. Say no more. Say no more. Oh shoot. So that's when they come. Okay. Say no more. Look. Say no more. Say no more. We looking around for. You know, you start, like I'm trying to tell you, man, you put God first, look what happens. You start putting that real out there, I'm telling you. Start putting it out there. Start speaking positivity in your life. Even when you had on them bad days, like, you just gotta, you know. Just trying to tell you, look how I found them and almost leveled all the way back up. Like, trying to tell you, man. Oh, dang. Man. He called me lacking. It's all good. I'm gonna do one more. Mm. Yeah, so this is gonna be my last one for real, y'all. We did that. I'll take that bowl. That's what we need to find is some I thought I saw somebody else run out of there. I sure thought I saw somebody else. But yeah, man. You know, just hold on, y'all. It's gonna be a good day today. You know. And you know, don't trip. Dang it! I was trying to fly with the turtle, with the chicken. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. All right. I'm looking for me some firefly, but I don't see none. They wouldn't be over here, no way. Oh, he got me, y'all. Dang. All right. So, fellas, I hope you took your notes down. I hope you learned something. You know what I'm saying? I hope you learned something. You know what I'm saying? I hope you got, I hope you got something from this right here, man. I pray y'all have a good one. We gonna be back. I'll probably be back on a little bit later, but for sure, we're gonna be on with Beast Abyss podcast. No, You Ain't Lying podcast at 6 p.m. Central Time. Every Wednesday we here with it. You know what I'm saying? With shoot. Every Wednesday we here with You Ain't Lying podcast at 6 p.m. Central Time. CMW Hayes and myself for the fam 87 ETV production. You already know what time it is with your boy. And one more time for the road, man. And we out. And we out, y'all. Peace.